Welcome to Chicago, the Windy City, a place that's not only famous for its stunning architecture and deep dish pizza, but also for being a global leader in urban planning. Today, we're exploring 19 reasons why Chicago stands out as an urban planning marvel. From its historic roots to modern sustainability efforts, this city is a model of innovation, balance, and beauty. But how did it all begin? Let's first take a quick journey through Chicago's incredible history. Chicago's story begins long before skyscrapers and bustling streets. This land was originally a key trade hub for Native American tribes like the Potawatomi. Situated at the crossroads of the Great Lakes and the Mississippi River, it was the perfect location for trade, travel, and cultural exchange. Even the name Chicago comes from the Native American word shikaakwa, meaning wild onion, which grew abundantly in the region. In the late 18th century, Chicago saw its first permanent settlement, thanks to Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable, a Haitian-born trader. His trading post, located near the mouth of the Chicago River, became a hub for commerce and interaction. Point du Sable is rightfully celebrated as the founder of Chicago, marking the beginning of the city's growth into a major center of activity. Fast forward to 1833, when Chicago was officially incorporated with just 200 residents. But its location gave it a superpower. The opening of the Illinois and Michigan Canal in 1848 connected the Great Lakes to the Mississippi River, making Chicago a vital link for transportation and trade. And when the railroads arrived, the city's growth skyrocketed. By the mid-19th century, Chicago had transformed into the economic powerhouse of the Midwest. In 1871, disaster struck. The Great Chicago Fire burned through much of the city, leaving thousands homeless. But instead of breaking Chicago's spirit, the fire became a turning point. The city rebuilt itself stronger than ever, using fireproof materials and embracing modern urban planning ideas. This era of reinvention set the stage for Chicago to lead the way in urban innovation. So, let's dive into what makes Chicago a masterpiece in urban design. After the Great Chicago Fire in 1871, the city had the chance to rebuild. They took advantage of this opportunity by implementing fireproof materials, better building codes, and a new urban layout, making Chicago an early pioneer in disaster recovery. The city not only implemented a logical grid system for its streets, but it also introduced an ingenious alley service system. These alleys, tucked behind residential and commercial buildings, are where utilities like garbage collection, electrical lines, and parking access are handled. This system keeps the main streets cleaner, more organized, and visually appealing, while ensuring that essential city functions happen out of sight. It's a simple but highly effective idea that sets Chicago apart from many other cities. In 1909, Daniel Burnham's visionary Burnham Plan laid the foundation for the modern city we know today. This plan introduced concepts like wide boulevards, parks, and a balanced city layout. Chicago became a model for future urban planning with this blueprint, emphasizing order, beauty, and accessibility. Unlike many cities, Chicago kept its lakefront completely public, preserving 18 miles of shoreline for everyone to enjoy. This means no private developments on the waterfront, just parks, trails, and beaches accessible to all. Chicago is home to over 600 parks and nearly 8,800 acres of green space. Whether it's the iconic Grant Park, Lincoln Park, or Millennium Park, these green spaces serve as the city's lungs, providing areas for relaxation, sports, and cultural events. The city's Emerald Necklace connects its major parks with scenic boulevards, creating an interconnected ring of green that enhances the urban landscape. It's an environmentally friendly solution that brings nature right into the heart of the city. The Chicago Riverwalk is a perfect example of how industrial spaces can be revitalized for public use. What was once a concrete-laden waterway is now a vibrant pedestrian space with cafes, recreation areas, and spectacular views of the city. Chicago has masterfully reclaimed its industrial zones, turning places like the Fulton Market District into vibrant mixed-use neighborhoods with shops, offices, and residential units. It's a perfect example of adaptive reuse, preserving history while meeting modern needs. Chicago's public transit system is robust, with the L trains and Metra connecting the city to its suburbs. By developing neighborhoods around transit stations, Chicago has reduced reliance on cars and made the city much more walkable. Each of Chicago's neighborhoods has a unique identity, from the historic homes in Hyde Park to the artistic vibe of Wicker Park. This diversity of neighborhoods contributes to the city's rich cultural fabric. Chicago's commitment to community engagement ensures that the city is shaped by its residents. Programs like participatory budgeting give people a direct voice in how their neighborhoods develop. Public art is an essential part of Chicago's urban landscape. From Cloudgate, known as the Bean, to Picasso's sculpture in Daley Plaza, the city integrates art into its public spaces, enriching the cultural experience for all. Chicago is known for its mixed-use zoning, which encourages neighborhoods where you can live, work, and play all in the same area. Neighborhoods like the West Loop offer a blend of residential, office, and retail spaces, making them vibrant hubs of activity. Sustainability is a priority here. From green roofs on the City Hall to eco-friendly building materials, Chicago leads in sustainable urban planning. These initiatives reduce the city's carbon footprint, help manage stormwater, and keep the urban environment green. Chicago has put a strong emphasis on accessibility. With ADA-compliant buildings and public spaces like Millennium Park, the city strives to ensure that everyone, regardless of ability, can enjoy its urban spaces. Chicago's multimodal transportation system includes trains, buses, bike-sharing programs, and extensive pedestrian pathways, creating a seamless way to get around without relying on a car. Chicago's location at the crossroads of major highways and rail systems has made it a critical transportation hub. The city connects people to global destinations through O'Hare Airport and a vast rail network. Chicago is home to top-tier institutions like Illinois Institute of Technology and the University of Illinois at Chicago, which are leaders in urban planning and architecture. These schools help drive innovation and prepare the next generation of city planners. Chicago's legacy of innovation in urban planning continues to inspire cities across the world. From the Burnham Plan to modern-day sustainable design initiatives, Chicago has always been a city that adapts, evolves, and leads. Chicago's dedication to thoughtful urban planning has made it a model city for the world. From its historic roots to cutting-edge sustainability practices, Chicago has shown us what a city can achieve when design and people come together. Do you agree with our list? Which urban masterpiece should we look at next? Leave a comment below. If you've enjoyed this look into the city's planning, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks for watching.